Starting a little bit late and I'm looking a little bit funky. I'm looking a little bit funky for a couple different reasons, but mainly it's because I'm on my laptop right now. Welcome to Family Networking. We have the regulars here, Mr. Z, Santa Papa John, and Lynn Sobolski, and we've also got a first timer, Mr. Jonathan. And so we welcome you all. Please remember that this event happens the second Thursday of every month. But this month, we're having a special second edition, which is going to happen on February 22nd. Going to be happening at this regular time on Sunday, February 22nd. So it's a little weird because it's a weekend. It's a Sunday, but you know what? I think one weekend a month, I think it's okay to go on ahead and work and try to come and join us and figure out how we can help our heroes and help them stand up and get through some of the stuff that they have to deal with. So I do appreciate everybody's patience. It's been a very long day so far. Been a very interesting day so far. But Lynn, please, for everyone, please just give us a rundown. And then the question of the day is, who is your business Valentine?
Greetings, everyone. My name is Lynn Sobolski, and I am a professional tarot reader based in Brooklyn, New York. I've been reading professionally since 2013. I'm also a level 2 Reiki practitioner, a wedding officiant, a reader and diviner, and all sorts of things. And so I strive to bring some mystery and some fun and some empowerment to the tarot reading experience. That is what I do in a nutshell. Here on Community Pay It Forward, I am also part of a show called Lynn's Day, which is on the third Wednesday of every month at 8 p.m. Eastern. I give live tarot readings. So if you've never had your cards read before, or if you have and you thought it was cool, join us on February 18th, will be the next Lynn's Day, and I can read your cards. Who is my business Valentine? I guess my business Valentine's, I guess it would have to be Zach Clayton this year because I am seeing you quite a bit for February, and I think Wednesday is going to be the closest that we get to, hanging out and spending time together, and in terms of like Valentine's outreach, reading for people. I know that part of what you do on Community Pay It Forward is to try to get love and compassion and healing and all of those good things out to the community through your work, through our work. And we know that February has been a trying month for a lot of us. And the fact
Yeah.
that we are gathered here and, God bless us, still streaming and everything else, I think bodes well. But there you go. You are my Valentine.
Well, thank you so very much. It's going to be coming back at you. So, just to let you know. So, Santa Papa John, same
Oh,
thing. Give us an introduction and who is in which I know it's got to be Mrs. Claus. She's the one who kind of decided to make you not an old cuss.
well, it's such a funny story because when we met, uh, I was not Santa Claus, and she took a look at me. We met online, and I made the mistake of sending her a picture without this. And then I showed up with this, and she goes, hi, Santa, you're not the same person that you sent me a picture on. And yeah, and it stuck, and she's transformed me. She makes these amazing shirts for me. She makes my suits for me. She keeps it trimmed, and as she says, it doesn't look like a biker mess. So Yes, I have Mrs. Claus to be thankful for converting me and changing my life truly because I'm a retired truck driver. Jonathan, this will blow you away. I've got 3 million miles under my belt in a big truck.
Wow.
And now I have just finished up my 8th year as Santa Claus. I was doing it before I was trucking, and now I'm doing it full time year round. Well over 100,000 followers on social media. I network with people all around the world. I do the normal things before Christmas, house visits and businesses and daycares. But now I've taken it to the whole next level. I do custom stories. I do happy birthday videos. I do videos to promote businesses. I do commercials. I do voiceovers, t shirts, coloring books, cookbooks, and even a website for our wonderful veterans that we truly appreciate and support. And, the storytelling, I just created a whole new background for me just before this meeting. I'm a storyteller. What a lost art. And when I said to chat GTP or whatever the numbers are, how many people are doing anything of this sort? And they said, none. I went, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. I read stories every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central for free, but I'm taking it to the next level by reading stories to nursing homes, assisted living centers, senior care centers, group homes that have autistic children, because those residents deserve to smile, giggle, and laugh just as much as anybody. So I'm Santa Papa John, a storyteller.
Yeah,
Thanks,
and I
Santa.
know, I
Oh,
know, Santa. We've been sharing a letter talking about what you want to do with these organizations, with these homes, and we're really proud to do that. It's gone out on our weekly email for the last couple of weeks,
I
just to
appreciate
tell
that.
people what you're doing. So please, if you want to learn a little bit more about what Santa's doing and how he is reaching out to people who truly need, you know, just something, that little something. I mean, it's a wonderful, uplifting idea, and there are certain people that it means a lot more to, and these are people who, this is just something that makes them exactly what they are. It makes them feel special, like they are. So I appreciate what you do. So, but yeah, Santa.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And hopefully, I've started having some conversation. And in fact, I was networking with a lady in Australia on Monday. Found out she was a retired school teacher, retired librarian, and when I told her I was reading stories, she went, "Send me your information. I'm going to share it to as many people as I know of in Australia because this is a dying, lost art that needs to be promoted." So, if you know anybody that is would enjoy reading some story, and they're not all Christmas themed stories, it's last night the story. One of my main stories was about a clock, how it determined that it was going to stop tick tocking, and the whole workshop stopped because it stopped.
Well, I know that one way that you can find one of Santa's unique stories, story that he built for my 7 grandkids, is by going on to his page on the Community Pay It Forward website, communitypayitforward.us, and you can hear a Christmas story that he wrote about my 7 grandkids. So go there, check it out, and then you can reach out to this man. He's a wonderful person doing some wonderful things. So thank you for joining us, Anna. I greatly appreciate it. And did we hit it right on the nose? Is it Mrs. Claus that's your Valentine?
Absolutely.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Thank you
Plus,
kindly.
she's usually right there in the background, and if you don't say it, she's going to clean your clock. So,
She has a little habit of, giving it a tug so I can get conditioned to the children that don't pull it as much as she does. But,
yeah, yeah. So, all right, Jonathan. Welcome to your first ever family networking. Thank you very much for joining us. Why don't you tell us all a little bit about Climb? What do you do? What are some of the great things that you're doing in the community? And who is your business Valentine?
Well, to start with, it would be kind of stupid of me, and I make a lot of stupid decisions, to not say that my business Valentine is my wife. So, regardless, it doesn't matter how you want to spin it, Zach. I can't get out of that answer. So, okay, like there's no way to spin it, you know? Oh, with that. But yeah, my name is Jonathan Brapson, and what we do here at Climb is my role is to help create a more inclusive, transparent, and trusting visitor experience. And so through our widget, we work with nonprofits, chambers, and associations to help visitors view the mission a little bit better. So, in other words, people that live with invisible disabilities, ADHD, dyslexia, low vision, through our customized widget, it allows them maybe an easier viewing experience. And I have to emphasize easier because everybody's disability varies. You know, some people with dyslexia, it's minor. Some people with low vision, it's minor. And so we just try to provide a solution that maybe we can reach a few more people so that especially in the nonprofit world, your mission can be viewed, which means hopefully to more donations, which means hopefully to more volunteer hours, which means hopefully for you fill in the blank. And so we also provide a trusting solution as far as cookie consent management. So when you go to the website, you as the visitor has the opportunity to control how your data is being processed, sold, shared, whatever it is that the website does, you have control over what happens as well. Our goal here at Climb for Good, or my goal, is to minimize the burden of cost, especially with nonprofits, chambers, and associations, and provide the solution complementary. But also to minimize the burden of work, which all those organizations are significantly overworked, by offering the ability to help install it as well. And so our goal is to create a greater user experience for the community through our partnership.
Yeah, I know, as Jonathan had mentioned before we were able to come live, if you go to communitypayitforward.us, you will find the Climb widget on there. And I do appreciate the way that it is. It's not just there for for ADA compliance. It's also there for your own security because look, if you're just accepting everything that a website throws at you, there are or there are people out there whose websites, they have no problem selling your information, and it's information that you just truly don't want out there. So, Jonathan, thank you very much for coming today. I greatly appreciate it, and I really hope to see you on Sunday the 22nd for our special one. So, but
Stuck it on the
next,
calendar.
all right. But the next person to come up knows a little something about websites. I know this because he built my website, and he is truly, he is one of my Valentine's Day because Community Pay It Forward would not be anywhere without this man. So, Mr. Z, you are up, my brother.
Thank you, brother, man. That really means a lot. And I'm going to just start by saying thank you so much for having me here and spreading the love from this community to Z World. I definitely like to start with my business Valentine. And you guessed it, it's the Community Pay It Forward because I have a poem for you all. Santa's hat is red, Lynn's cards are blue. If you don't join the community, shame on you. And with that being said, my name is Z, or you can call me Mr. Z. I am a web developer and I am also a consultant who runs a website called Z World Cares. Z World Cares is a website that allows nonprofits to accept donations, attract volunteers, sponsors, and more importantly, show Z World that you care while showing their mission to make Z World a better place. If you'd like to learn more about Z World Cares, feel free to visit www.zworldcares.org or just Google Z World Cares. And thank you all so much for showing Z World that you care back to your brother Zach. And all of you are so great.
Well, I loved your poem. I thought that was very very ingenious. So that really was great. Um, yeah, and look, Santa, you were talking about your program before we went live on air. I'd like you to revisit that and share with everybody what you've got with your program that really supports our veterans.
The Warriors Beacon of Hope is a whole independent website that Santa is proud to promote and use. What it is I'm compiling a list of services, meetings, and scholarships to support our veterans. Now, we'll start with scholarships. These are scholarships based for children of veterans, and how I got the list. It was a total give me, but I was networking and I still network with this wonderful young lady that her son was getting ready to go to school and she started searching around because her husband's a veteran. She could not find any veteran based scholarships. So her son went to school, and about the middle of October, she was telling this to another guy she was networking with, and he says, "Oh, you want the list?" And she goes, "Why couldn't you, show this to me like 3 months ago or 4 months ago?" So she ended up sending it to me, and there's about 90 to 95 scholarships on there based for veteran children of veterans, and so it's a great, wonderful list. It's not huge, but it's a good start. And then, of course, if you go searching for meetings, if you say I want a veteran meeting, huh, there's no such thing. You've got to find someone in the club, in the organization, in the group to tell you when, where, and how the group is happening, whether it's in person, whether it's online. So I'm compiling a list of some meetings that are on there, and I know I got to promote it some more and start getting that list built up more. But now the big one is the list of services. Like I said earlier on, I'm not saying the VA does a bad job. I think sometimes that they have binders on in certain circumstances that should allow veterans to not be, quote, quote, on the waiting list. And we've all heard the stories of veterans being on the waiting list. And I think, we're the biggest and the baddest and the best, quote, quote, country in the world. Why do we have to treat our veterans so poorly, unfortunately, which is, you know, something that needs to be changed. And I know it's changing slowly, but I'm compiling a list of places and businesses that support our veterans to give them an alternate choice to say, hey, maybe this person can help a little bit quicker than 4, 5, 6 months. So that's my alternative website that is called the Warriors Beacon of Hope, and we all know the Beacon of Hope is sometimes a veteran's last grasp at hope.
Well, thank you, John. I appreciate that, and I just want to let everybody know part of the Come Together Compass, which is one of the reasons why that's what we're raising money for this the 22nd, and what John was just talking about is very very similar to what we are doing, except for we're doing it for everyone. Okay, I love what John does for veterans, but we're going to be able to take and roll that in with the Come Together Compass. So with John working with Mr. Z, working with Jonathan, working with Lynn, and working with you, we can make sure that we are touching the lives of those people. Because as much as John works, as hard as John and Z and myself, Jonathan, Lynn, as much as we reach out and we try to talk to other people, you know what? We're not always going to get the word across. That's where we need you to step up and help us out. And that's what the 22 hours is all about. And so we really need you to join us. And Jonathan, I'm going to put something in your corner there. Oh, good. It doesn't cover your face like it was Z's earlier. So
You're not missing anything by covering my face, by the way. You're doing people a favor, okay? So, I gotta go. So there we go. It's better.
yeah, I'll be completely honest with you. I put myself up in that corner just a little bit ago because right now all I can hear is the wind blowing through the hole in my cheek right now. So, but so if you scan the QR code right now, you can participate in the 22-hour podcast. You can come on, tell your story. You can come on, you can tell people what you do to support nonprofits. Okay, this is a mission that we started 4 years ago to help everyone help others. Okay, so your story, you may tell it to yourself, and everyone right here can verify this. There's been times that you've heard people tell their story and they've said something and you feel like, you know what, I can help them by telling them what I went through. Then there's been times that you just haven't even thought about doing that. And if you would have, you could have changed someone's life in a positive way. You could have given them an idea on how they could have got out of their own head, how they could have walked around a barrier, how they could have opened a door that's been closed to them. Folks, we are wanting you to come and tell your story. Never shut up. Always let people know what you are, who you are, what you do, what you've experienced, your wins, your losses. Your losses are so important because when you talk about, hey, I got smacked in the face the other day, and it was devastating. I didn't know what the heck was going on. But somebody might be able to sit there and tell you, you know what, when that happened to me, these people were here to support me. Not that you need to go to those people, but it at least gives you an option. And that's what we're looking to do with the 22-hour mission for healthy heroes. So please, in Jonathan's corner, in Jonathan's little square box there, scan that QR code and join us on February 22nd. I think we've got an hour or two still available. I'm joking. We have more than that. And unless you want to hear me talk for, I think, 18 hours, you need to kind of, we need people to take and fill up some slots. So let's get this going because no one has done anything bad enough to listen to me talk for 18 hours. So believe me, and
Ooh,
especially me.
a
So
lady I networked with this morning, I told her all about it, and she is excited. And once again, I gave her crap for not reading her introductions on LinkedIn because I did introduce you guys in December before the big one in December. But she really wants to be involved. She says, "Man, what a great mission," and she wants to know how she can support. So I did give you another introduction. So hopefully tonight or tomorrow she reaches out and figures out a way to help contribute to a wonderful cause that we're all going to help you, Zach. So
yeah,
you don't have to speak 22 hours and, because your voice is going to be like this. It's going to sound like Mickey Mouse on steroids.
you know what's really kind of funny by the end of this, John? Every year by the end of it, like around because it ends at midnight here in Mountain Time, and by 10 o'clock you start to hear the cracking in the voice and you start, you can tell it's going downhill by then. And yeah, midnight comes and then you know what, usually the next morning I'm up doing it again. And what was, I don't think that I'm going to push it this year and try to get up and do footprints forward the next morning, but who knows, I might. I'm crazy enough. I'm a crazy guy, so who knows? I might be able to do that. So, and
Hell,
for my
you hang around with us, you can't be that crazy because we're all in the same boat.
yeah. So, and as far as
Oh,
my
except of
business,
course, Miss Lynn.
yeah. Well, and as far as my business Valentine goes, my business Valentine is anybody who's out there who's giving a damn. Because you know what? It's easy to care about someone. It's very easy to care about someone. It takes real heart to actually do something about it. So you've got 5 people on your screen right now who put their hearts behind helping people. And I respect the hell out of all 4 of you. And I appreciate everything that you guys do. So, Jonathan, we're going to start with you. We're actually going to shut this down a little bit early today. I hope none of you guys matter or mind. Uh, I,
Sorry, Zach. That
I
was a good Freudian slip.
yeah. So I hope nobody minds that we're going to be shutting it down a little bit early. But Jonathan, before we go, we like to end our programs with asking a very, very simple question. What what can you do to help people around you, and what can we do to help you?
That's a that's a funny question you ask that because when I spend time in the morning in prayer and just kind of reflecting, the thing I always ask is, and I always try to remind myself, is that I have an impact on everybody that I meet.
Hmm.
Now, what people don't realize is what type of impact do you have on the people you meet. There's only two types of impacts. It's a positive or a negative impact. And so I always want to be a positive impact on people. And it can be as simple as, let me hold the door for you. Thank you when you're getting coffee. Maybe you're letting somebody come in if you're driving. So I'm not talking about major impacts, but you never know that the person that you let go in front of you in the car, that might make the difference between them maybe picking up their child from daycare and not having to pay the extra $20 it is a minute when you're late, or right, we can go on and on. And so that's the impact I want to try to make on somebody every day that I come across, is just that they at the very least don't walk away and they say Jonathan's a jerk. So that's always a positive. And the way that you can help me is just that the people that can see outside the box and realize that accessibility is not just for buildings and locations. Accessibility includes, and Mr. Z, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This accessibility means that it's a website, because that's the first place people will find out about who you are and your business. So really think about being more accessible with your digital presence. So thanks,
You mean
Zach.
you don't? You mean you don't have to put a wheelchair ramp on your website? That's what you're telling us. You
Climb can
know,
help. Sorry.
Z, Z, you know I had to do it, right? You know I had to do it. So, Z and I were in a meeting once, and when we were talking about accessibility, the guy just said, "Well, how am I supposed to put a wheelchair ramp on my website?" And we were like, "Are you
Mm.
that dense?" So, truth was, yeah, he was. So, but all right,
Yeah.
Lynn, you're up. How can we help you, and what can you do to help others?
Speaking of the world of possibilities, um, the way you can help me is to let people know that you know a tarot reader. Get your cards read if you haven't, or have someone you know get your cards read. It can be whatever type of experience you want or need it to be.
Hmm.
And how can we help others? I will sort of piggyback on what Jonathan just said. I think it is incredibly important to surround yourself with positive people. And that doesn't mean, as a positive person, that you have to be happy all the time, regardless of what is going on around you, but positive in the respect of having a good heart, having good intentions, wanting to do right by others, being open minded to all of the different things that um, can change your perspective and change the way that you show up in the world for yourself and for others. And so I would say just continue to lift your own vibration and lift the vibration of others, and remember to take moments to look around you and be thankful for the wonderful things that you have.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Santa, same question, my friend.
You know, share my information so that I can read stories to more people. That's how you can help me. And, ask questions. And how can I help you? That's my bigger question is how can I help you or your business take your business to the next level? Whether I can introduce you to someone, whether I can network with you and share your information, that's the power of networking right there, you know. And Jonathan, like you were saying earlier on, I get up and I do a video every day to say, hey, don't buy from me, don't buy from Zach, don't buy from Jonathan. Be happy, be positive, open the door for someone because you can change someone's life by sharing a smile. And that's one of
Mhm.
my big ones is share a smile with someone every single day, especially a stranger. Share a smile with someone that you don't know because you never know how it's going to change their life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Santa. Again, thank you for helping me out as I was dealing with my technical difficulties. Mr. Z, brother man.
Thank you, brother man. Wow, I'm just still feeling the love here, and how you could support me is just shows the world that you care. Whether you're climbing with Jonathan's ADA services, having a fantastic tarot card reading, whether you don't have to be an elephant to experience it, and have a story with Santa, because that story can last for a lifetime, no matter how long it is, how young or seasoned you are, and of course, joining a community where we all come together while supporting our veterans and bringing awareness to causes that truly matter to all of you here. And it's just how that's how you can support me. Just shows the world that you care, and I'm glad to be a part of this community. Back to your brother, man.
Well, I appreciate it. And once again, I am very sorry that this one's going to go a little shorter than normal. But look, there's a couple things that people have said on here that I just really want to touch on. And one of
Hang
those,
on, hang
oh,
on. All the supporters out there that we all love and appreciate what Mr. Zach does. He appreciates all his supporters, but he doesn't have the guts or the willpower. He needs a new computer. So, someone out there in support land, offer a new computer to Mr. Zach so he doesn't have to cry on screen, this is not working and it's blowing up for me. We all can chip in, and there's someone out there that supports this wonderful man. Help him with a new computer. It doesn't have to be a rocket ship. It needs to get his work done. And that is not the king of the hill, the best out there that there is. It needs to be something reliable, something with a little bit of RAM space, and something that'll allow him to bring activities like this to all the supporters that are out there. So if you can help in any possible way, show some love. Thank you.
and thank you, John. Thank you very much. One of the things that you can do is our computer is actually being repaired right now. If you scan the red QR code up in the corner, and if you can make a financial donation, we're $300 away from being able to go and pick up the computer, and everything will be copacetic. Okay, we are $300 away from it. That doesn't seem like a lot, but as a lot of you know, $300 is $300. It's not an easy thing to come by. So, but thank you so very much, John. I do appreciate that. But what I was saying, before John did that wonderful thing for me, is that there are there are things that you can learn from your kids. You want to know how to help someone in a day? Ask your kids, because they're not thinking that the wallet is the only way that they can help people yet. So they come up with great creative ideas. There was one time we did a contest where this young individual brought up the idea to me that he was going to help older people pick stuff up off the ground. I wanted that kid to follow me around all day long. So I did. I wanted to hire that kid right then and there, because I was like going, God, I love you. I do. I love that guy. I
Are
love.
you saying it sucks to get old?
Oh man, I'm telling you, I don't know who put the ground that far down there. I don't know when they started doing that, but that person ought to be kicked in the knees, because it sucks to try to stand up now. So
Lynn, you don't even understand this concept at all, so don't even go there, sweetheart.
so yeah, some of you are too young and happy, and you don't have to deal with that. And I hope it stays that way. But one of the other things that I beg of you all to do is never leave it to someone else to do something that you can do. Okay, because if you leave a situation that you can step in and help someone, who's to say that the next person is going to step up and do it? If you have the ability, like you've heard, a smile, a gesture, again, it was said a minute ago, you don't know, just letting that person get in front of you, you don't know how that's going to change their life. Besides that, then you do know that it's safer for you as a driver, because now you don't have to let the guy hit you. So the guy or gal hit you, but you don't know how it's going to affect them in a positive way. Picking something up that somebody in a store drops, doing smiling at a mom who's having a stressful shopping experience because her kid is acting up, you know, these are things that we can do. Don't leave it up for the next person to do, because you don't know if the next person's going to do it. If you can do something, do something. It's not difficult. Okay, money's the root of all evil. The world is run by money. We know that. We all need money, but not helping people does not mean pull out your wallet every time. It does mean you need to pull out your thought and put something together. Do something nice for people. And visit everyone in this box right now. Visit all of the websites. All of the information will be tagged in the description of this video starting tomorrow. But please, everyone, remember to love someone out there, because someone out here loves you. No one needs to go it alone when we all come together. My name is Zach Clayton, president and founder of Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and Pact podcasting channels. Please join us again on Sunday, February 22nd. Wow, I almost messed up on that. Sunday, February 22nd at 6 p.m. East. Okay, we're going to do this again this month. It's going to be at 6 p.m. East. Go to the website, and I'm pretty sure everyone else is going to share it. It's going to have the link that you can just join us. You can come on, you can talk to us. If you're looking for a job, if you're offering employment, if you just want to tell people this is what I do, come see us. Come and network with us. Come have some fun, and let's figure out how we can help you and you can help others. We'll see you on Sunday, February 22nd. Jonathan, Mr. Z, Lynn, and Santa, thank you all so very much.
Thank you.